VTuber hate by royalty is here. I hate VTubers, they're just the worst.
So if you don't know what a VTuber is, why are you lying to me? After all we've been through, after all the toxic, viscous filth that is the internet, we even talked about age regression and God knows how many VR chat videos. But if you don't
This guy knows his stuff, a VR chat connoisseur.
know what a VTuber is, this is also my third video or something on the topic. And to conflict popular opinion, I'm not a walking encyclopedia on the subject. In fact, most information about the videos I made is involuntarily force-fed to me, probably causing permanent damage to my frontal cortex.
Yes, absolutely. Whenever you tune into a stream for a VTuber, brain damage. IQ points down.
Morning! Hi guys, this is the bank. Shut up! I want morning! Shut up! Morning!
The storage of said corrupt information,
So
but
cute.
VTubers have been around for quite a while now. The concept somewhat started in 2016 with the VTuber Kizuna AI, who some chromosome deficient individuals thought was actually an AI.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
That is one of the oldest sound clips that I ever heard of an anime girl. That I knew that it wasn't from an anime. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Absolute cavemen, but we do in
so
fact
cute.
in the current era have an AI VTuber, created by Vidal, and it isn't as charming as you think it would be.
A call between two absolute crackheads.
Who knew that forcing an AI
Neurosama is unironically funnier than 99% of VTubers and changed my mind, including myself.
to be a VTuber, and giving said AI access to the internet, and let alone a Twitch chat, would make it slightly unstable.
You jiggle my insides. Oh. I guess you jiggle my software too.
The concept
Neuro, what the fuck? That was so lewd.
of being a VTuber exploded in early 2020, perhaps due to COVID and due to the fact that seemingly at that time it was rare to see a VTuber. And for some people, it was instant success introducing themselves as a VTuber. But now we've got to the point where it's extremely oversaturated. Believe me, there is only a certain amount of species of animals you can make VTubers out of. And I'm pretty sure that every species has a VTuber representing it at this point. Even the fucking tardigrade or water bear
What? No.
probably has a VTuber in the work.
I don't
The category
believe.
has
I
become
don't believe it.
oversaturated to the point where no longer, like in 2018 to 2020, simply being a VTuber is not enough to make you popular anymore, and it
Very true.
is extremely hard to differentiate yourself with other VTubers and grow an audience in current times, to the point where you have neckbeards in your chat creaming over your streams and calling you
I would hope not.
their Oshi.
Get your boyfriend to do it for you. Here's the kicker, gamer. If only. Any volunteers?
Yes! Me, please!
But due to the popularity of VTubers and pool of personalities, VTubers have acquired some level of hate over the years, from saying it's not that hard to make content as a VTuber,
Wait, but this was actually a funny trend. Even though I got a lot of hate, this was actually pretty funny, low-key.
most of them are probably guys cosplaying as girls.
It's a dude? No shit. Guys, anybody that's role-playing as this is a fucking grown man.
There were
Okay, retard.
some cases that happened. So the people that sit and watch VTubers are degenerate losers who only have one hand spare whilst watching. Is most
Yeah, so I've watched VTubers before I became a VTuber. I was not beating my meat to VTubers.
definitely true as well. We just don't have any academic evidence to back it up. But today I wanted to talk about some VTubers in particular that receive hate for seemingly no reason or
It's because she's popular. I genuinely think that Ironmouse is very... She's talented. She's entertaining. She's been doing this for a long time, so she knows what she's doing. She's one of the most popular VTubers in the world, if not the most popular, at least English speaking. It's just kind how it is. You get
when
hate.
misunderstood in certain instances, resulting in hate, and some VTubers that, due to their antics and
the fruit
behaviour,
thing, yeah.
have only themselves to blame for the hate they receive. No, this is not another Nux or Mariners video, although they would fit in pretty well. First person I wanted to talk about is currently the face of the VTuber community, and that is Ironmouse.
Ironmouse is wholesome, man.
Ironmouse started all the way back in August 2017, streaming for 1 to 2 hours a day, which compared to her latest streams and your average Twitch streamer is fairly short. But there was a reason for this, as she had a condition called Common Variable Immune Deficiency, or CVID, where she seemingly had a lack of an immune system.
It's a medical condition, it's a genetic immune disease. My body doesn't make antibodies. To fight off infections or viruses.
Meaning things like a common cold, which is fairly easy for your average person to withstand, but compared to her, is a hardcore run. This led her to be bedridden, isolated, and unable to actually go outside to meet people, as doing such things increases the chance of coming into contact with bacteria, and her lack of an immune response means it's a lot more dangerous for her to do that.
And people visiting her too in real life. I've read about those, by the way, in school.
Because I have limited contact with my family and like, contact with my nurse and stuff, and I just have to be cautious right now.
Arguably, this is why she probably turned to streaming, something she could do from her bed, and was one of the only ways she could socialize. Only streaming for up to 2 hours a day, as she had to take her meds and was not comfortable doing that on stream. But despite all of this, she still prevailed. Motherfucker was on Dark Souls difficulty and still kept on going, and even showed off her talents like singing, which she was really good at.
Insane.
Even though that melody plays on.
Damn.
Like, say what you want and say, oh, opera's not my cup of tea. That was insane. When I first heard her sing, I was like, this is like a professional singer. Like, that's actual professional grade control of your vocals.
What's your excuse for being a useless member to society and the fruit?
I don't have one. I don't have one.
Fruits of her labour promptly started to show. She was able to reach goals to improve her work environment, like a bespoke bed that met her needs.
So I like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time. I use a lot of pillows to prop myself up.
And later, when she increased in popularity, due to the fact she was so talented and her personality, she was able to use her newfound platform to raise money for charities relating to her condition, and could now pay her own medical bills and pay for her rehabilitation so she can walk again.
Listen, I only just recently gained the ability to stand on my tippy toes.
And even provide for her family that was struggling.
Gave to your parents is when you got rich as a streamer, you gave them money?
Yeah, I paid my mom's house.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Was that tight?
Your bills, yeah.
She also made friends along the way, more VTubers, and people like Seadog, who you can see take part on her stream regularly. And then she surprised the internet by becoming one of the most subscribed Twitch streamers, with over 300,000 subscribers,
Holy shit,
beating Kai
man.
Cenat's previous record, and translating to almost
Oh no. Oh god.
$1.5 million, and a majority was going to charity. She did this on a subathon, which is basically every time someone subscribes, it extends the timer of how long you have to stay alive. And obviously with her condition, this would have been hard for her, but she persisted and was live for a long time. But this is where the problem started, as for an extended amount of time, she was the #1 Twitch streamer in terms of subs, and had dethroned people like Kai Cenat.
VTuber audiences are also extremely generous.
And she was now on a pedestal where people could throw their feces at her, as now being the most subscribed Twitch streamer, exposed her to a variety of people, most not knowing previously who she was.
Lamau, AI got us cooked. Ironmouse, a loser. All Kai Cenat viewers are probably 13.
And just reading the headline that she had just
And I love the comments about gooning. It's like, Ironmouse isn't even a Vtuber to any extent. Like, she'll make, like, dick jokes and stuff, but it's not like, you know, Vtubing, where you're forthcoming of being sexual.
Beating people like Kai Cenat, resulting in a lot of hate being sent her way. A lot from people not understanding how she had got so many subscribers, and some people not even know what a VTuber was.
Sea-Dog, because he's a moderator in her stream, I'm pretty sure, he saw people calling her the N-word and other slurs every single day, multiple times a day. For literally just existing. She never did anything to them.
Subscribe Twitch channel ever. What? As she surpassed Kai Cenat's record. Wait. Hold the fuck up. What? What the fuck is this? I'm not even trying to be on no hating shit, but what the fuck am I looking at? Can somebody give me...
It's called an anime character. It's a drawn anime character. It's an anime girl. You can see it. It's literally right in front of your face. I know you have the deduction skills of a fucking primitive baboon, but it is right there in your face.
The context behind this? I saw this picture earlier. I thought it was like some type of meme. It's a dude? No.
Are you retarded? This isn't a meme. It's a picture. There's no text. There's no anything else attached to it. That extrapolation that you thought it was a meme is disingenuous and you're lying.
Shit. Guys, anybody that's role-playing as this is a fucking grown man.
But they...
Okay. Alright. I mean, that might be true, but not everyone. Ironmouse, definitely not. Me, maybe.
It persisted, and a lot of these people thought she did not deserve that #1 position because they thought she was not as good as their favourite streamers, even though most of their monetary gain was going to things like charity. This led to situations like Kai Cenat trying to calm down his audience.
Know your Twitch history and stuff. Ironmouse has always been top 5 all time. She's always been on the leaderboards all time. You feel me? She's not nothing new. She's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. She's always been on a leaderboard. She's been there if you know your real Twitch shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But Chad, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
And people like Sea-Dog
and the fact that he has to say this, and you know that he can't control idiots in his stream still sending her hate, is sad. It's because he's that popular. I don't watch Kai Cenat like all the fucking time. I'm not like a Giga fan or anything. I've seen his clips. He's pretty funny. He's had some really funny moments on stream. I can't deny that, especially when he tied himself to Speed with chains. I thought that was funny. Very funny skit. But it's not my cup of tea, and that's okay. That's fine.
recently speaking out about the undeserved hate.
This video is about one thing.
Yeah, we reacted to this, I remember.
Weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive hate train against Ironmouse.
But what a lot of people didn't know is that when Ironmouse beat that record, it indirectly influenced Kai Cenat to start another subathon, using Ironmouse beating his record as fuel.
You'd think Kai would be able to order his fans to stop bullying Mouse? No, you can't do that. I don't think a lot of people understand that the bigger you are, the less likely you'll be able to control people. People with 100 viewers have a hard time wrangling idiots even if they tell them not to. It's not. He kind of did. Sure, maybe it brought a decent amount of awareness, but there's also a lot of 12-year-olds that don't give a fuck what Kai Cenat has to say, and they'll still try and defend their king, even though he's just a grown man who makes content and they're parasocial.
To start it.
Unfortunately.
Oh, he wasn't.
No!
Which created more entertainment for his fans, who a small amount were attacking Ironmouse. So she sort of indirectly benefited those that were attacking her with new content. Now when Kai...
Yeah, but stupid people don't understand that this was inevitably something that was beneficial to him. Rather than being the top guy.
Started his subathon, he did beat Ironmouse's record by I think like 200,000, which which arguably would have never happened if Ironmouse didn't beat that record. He also recently commissioned a Vtuber model and did a collab with Ironmouse.
So funny.
But in conclusion, a lot of hate that was directed to...
God, that was actually so funny. He was just trying to run around and like sit down and he couldn't get it right. It was so funny.
Towards Ironmouse was definitely undeserved. She had definitely dealt the worst hand when it came to spawning in, but did not give up, and actually turned her situation into something positive, being able to pay her own medical bills, provide for her parents, and provide charity to people that are in the same situation she is. But as said, she in no way deserved any of this hate. However, one VTuber that arguably did deserve the hate because they basically shot themselves in the foot, and this only happened a few weeks ago, was Gpai.
Yeah, we talked about this pretty in depth. This was funny.
Here, my little.
Gpai is a small VTuber dog girl who only started in September of 2024 and has quickly found herself in many controversies from the things she says with no filter. From her posting a Discord voice recording calling her fans the derogatory F-slur, usually
okay, good start.
assimilated with being gay.
Here, my little.
She is very quickly becoming the Leafy is here of VTubers.
Just so edgy. I don't. The X slur? No, the F slur. The F slur. Can I spell it out? No, I can't. Probably not. But the F slur, guys, come on. Keep it up. You all played COD! You all played COD. Come on. A bundle of sticks. There you go.
Significantly worse.
I hate streaming. I hate streaming and VTubing. I hate VTubers.
Then why are you a VTuber, dum-dum?
VTubers have ruined my life. Every unfunny female VTuber who replies to my tweets deserves to get killed by a sledgehammer. I'm gonna buy.
Why have I heard this before? I had someone threaten to beat me with a sledgehammer and that they hate me because I'm successful. Is this like a rhetoric, man? Again, I know that you could say and argue that this is like sarcastic, but there's always a grain of truth to like these kinds of posts, in my opinion.
Buy a sledgehammer on Camry. I'll make sure it's wrapped in microplastics, and I will wrap that sledgehammer around it. I'll eat that.
Jesus. Any of you getting a weird attraction to that female based on what she just said and the fact she acts like a psycho? You need help. You need.
There's a difference between like acting like one and appearing like one, okay? Tyler 1 acts like a fucking monkey. He is not a monkey, okay?
Need Prozac. But apart from these type of things she says, she began getting piled on by almost every other VTuber for a very different situation. So this all started when Gpai outed one of their fans, making off-brand plushies of her VTuber model, and advised that people and other VTubers ban this person from their Discord. And then went on to say that the quality of the plushies were low quality and in her own...
You make something better than you dumb bitch. That was my argument. They were like, they're Temu tier plushies of my character. Okay, go make a better one.
Words, Temu tier plushies, and was roasting the person's creation. But the reason that person actually made the plushies was due to the fact that they were taking commissions and had completed a previous commission of Gpai and had leftover material and plushies, so they joined her server to see if anyone else wanted one, obviously with monetary gain as a benefit. But obviously Gpai...
It's probably only making back the money for materials, man. I don't know, it's just so dumb.
I was not happy with this person, and the main reason behind it became clear in the next few tweets she was releasing. And knowing the personality of Gpai, she would add some more tweets about the person creating these plushies as well. In her tweets, she would emphasize that she was making no money from this whatsoever, and wasn't even...
Oh no, you're not making $90 off of someone else's work. Ugh. Cruel world.
Even getting any free stuff or free plushies from this, which seemed to be her main problem with this situation. And I think even if this person was handing out these plushies for free, she would still be mad. But that is not all she had to say. Once again, we're dealing with VTuber Leafy here, and she decided to take it a step further. Going after the country the guy was from, saying $1 American is enough to live off in Vietnam for an entire week.
If I remember correctly, they also said that someone found out that they were like part Filipino. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the story. Like, instantly goes into racism, and then people found out that she was also East Asian. Yeah.
Now, the person that made the plushies did apologize, but the VTuber community was on his side, basically saying this would have been flattering for any other VTuber, and they were by no way means in the wrong.
They can beat their lives.
However, Gpai did not agree. Now, let's play a game. Which one of these do you think Gpai responded with? A, she realised she was getting a lot of backlash, so she made a public apology. B, she doubled down and blamed the VTuber community. C, she did nothing at all. And D, she went live and started crying, saying everyone was being mean to her. Submit your answer now.
B and D. B and D. B and D. Bob Ross.
If any of you answered A with the prerequisite statement I gave, you are the reason we need natural selection. It was B. She doubled down.
Oh,
more accurately, she said the VTuber community was big R-wording her, basically saying she was not to blame, and it was kind of everyone else's problem. And then there was like another tweet where she agreed with another VTuber saying the N-word or something. And then just continues to tweet thank you to the people that bought things off her Amazon wish list like a...
Just a jobless fucking loser, man. It's sad.
Dyson vacuum. There is no question about it. This VTuber is going to land himself in more controversies with the...
To be fair, that's a bot. Yeah, but you can turn it off. Yeah, I don't know, kind of... I mean, yeah, you're right. It is a bot, but still...
Things off her Amazon wish list like a Dyson vacuum. There is no question about it. This VTuber is going to land himself in more controversies with the things they say. But once again, if any of you are salivating over her, you have a problem. But now I've shown you two VTubers, one that definitely did not deserve the hate, and one that received hate due to their own antics. But now it's time to show you one that is in the middle. And be warned, you may need to use your brain to develop your own conclusion here.
Fuck. My brain?
So before I even go into this situation, I'm going to address the 44 Magnum that is pressed in the direction of my prostate, and that is, in my opinion, and don't get too angry over this, I think cheating bad. I know, a revolutionary opinion here, but I think both people involved in this situation did something wrong. But anyway, Apricot or Fruit.
Even having an opinion that both parties did something wrong is considered controversial, unfortunately.
Is a lich VTuber that debuted back in November of 2020 and is British.
Let us commence forth.
British.
One of my people. But we will not be biased here. And she saw a lot of success.
He's allowed to shit on her. Everybody shut up.
But one thing that was always following her around was her past relationship and husband, as she got married very young. And the husband has been following and accusing her of this constantly. And this accusation was that she cheated on him whilst he was on deployment because he was in the military. Now, there is no hard evidence that she actually cheated, except from the husband basically following around trying to get everyone to know she did it on Facebook of all places. But he followed her around for years with this accusation, and it only really picked up steam recently when videos started arising basically calling out Fruit, like the Depressed News Saggy video, because she has done a lot of shady stuff in the past, but most of those videos centered around the cheating allegation, and arguably it may be because of these videos, she decided it was time to finally respond in a twitlonger. Not even a twitlonger, it was a Bible. Now,
it was a Bible, yeah, it had 90 pages. I did read it, not like in depth, but I did genuinely sat down and read it.
90 pages showing he was in an abusive relationship, and most times he was trying to force sexual acts on her, and if she wouldn't do said acts, would say he would cheat on her or end his own life. Now still, there is no hard proof she cheated, but there is...
And again, it could be fake logs, it could be We don't know. That's why it's all like hearsay. It didn't go to court. There's no proof. It's all from her side and blah, 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 and his side.
Some proof that he was abusive with the screenshots of the Facebook messages and the fact in his initial statement accusing her of this, he says he wasn't the best of people. But basically, there is no hard evidence she cheated. She does not mention it throughout the document. But if true, I think they both did something wrong. One was supposedly abusive.
Yes, she did throw Silvervale under the bus. I do remember that as well. Yeah, I do remember that drama.
Saban supposedly cheated before, and one cheated whilst their partner was actively deployed, with them saying they couldn't leave them because they were afraid of leaving. That's really where these situations should have ended. There's no further evidence. But no, she got a lot more hate for this, due to the fact nobody actually read the document. You had
I did. I read the whole thing.
Asmongold react to it on stream, who only looked at the responses summarized in the document on the side of the husband.
There were apparently a dozen or so people that actually read all 90 pages, and after they looked into it, they found out that, in fact, she was the one that had cheated on her husband while he was on deployment. So if you look at the engagements...
But Asmon walked back on this. Yeah, he walked back on this, though.
Here, let's read some of these. And I'd be pretty mad too if my wife fucked 5 different men instead of me. She put out a quit longer, begging for attention and looking for, you know, approval.
That clip has since been removed from YouTube, but you can say it still did a lot of damage. You had WestJet.
Yeah, he took it back because he got told by someone that knows her that the I don't know what happened. I'm assuming, but I still think it's valid to say that they're both bad people because they were. If you read the actual like messages from 2018 of them together, it's like they were both fucked up. They were both bad, in my opinion.
Which did somewhat of the same.
Your husband who's there in Afghanistan fighting for the country, a loser.
But later removed the video when it was proved he was wrong. Just a little side note, I've still not forgiven you, WestJet. Guy watched one video I did and started using the same outro music as me. I'm meant to be doing the colonizing here, not you. I still watch his videos though. And then you had Turkey Tom kind of like bashing everyone for not looking at the document. He was the one that called out WestJet, and probably the only one that read the whole document. But Fruit did get a lot of backlash for this. Even if it was not confirmed she cheated or not, she still received a lot of hate for the advertisement. It was true. But once again, if everything said was true by the husband and Fruit, once again both parties did do something wrong. But this was blown out of proportion and she received a lot more hate due to the fact people...
But on the other hand, I don't know the benefit of posting something like this. Like, in my opinion, if you think about this logically, you don't need to post this other than getting validation from other people. Genuinely. You don't. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. Maybe your therapist told you that it was a good idea. It was, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. If this happened to me or something like that along these lines, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think it's a bit oversharing.
People didn't actually read the document.
Damn, here I was minding my own business, just enjoying my Second Amendment rights, and you people have to freak out on me.
So in conclusion, some VTubers get hate for simply being VTubers, some for their actions whilst being a VTuber, and some outside of being a VTuber. But obviously if you have more than one functioning brain cell, you should judge these people based on their actions and their behavior, and not just blindly hate somebody. But that's all I had to say, and bye-bye.
That's it. All right, fair enough. No, he makes a good point. He does. I wish he had said that Asmon walked back on it, because he did delete it and then apologized formally. He did do that. Yeah. But again, popularity breeds haters. It's just how it is. I bet there's people that hate, I don't know, Mother Teresa. Someone who's pure and only cares about other people and is very selfless.